Okay, so this is a fantastic question, and there are a lot of different layers to this, to be honest, and so we're gonna have to talk through some of those. So, first thing is you have to understand that there is a difference between physical therapists who take insurance and work with insurance companies and physical therapists who don't work with insurance and don't work with those companies. And so the big thing that you're gonna see as a difference there is the one-on-one time. So because insurance reimbursements rates are so low and they continue to get lower, it is not feasible for physical therapists to see patients one-on-one because they're not getting paid enough money. And so what this usually looks like is physical therapists will see multiple patients at once, which sometimes is okay, or there will be other people in the practice called physical therapy assistants or PTAs, and they will help administer the care that is under the physical therapist. Now, this insurance-based model can be very, very beneficial for a lot of people, especially if maybe you're older and you're on Medicare, or you have really fantastic insurance, and so you don't have co-pays and all this stuff is covered, all that stuff. Great, that is a good place to start. Now, what I will encourage is that if you are not seeing improvements with that style of physical therapy, with the insurance-based model, that's when you likely need to start looking outside of the insurance system. That's where you might need more one-on-one care with a physical therapist. This means that you're going to have to pay out of pocket for that service. Now, here's the decision you have to make. Is that worth it to you? You have to be okay with whatever decision. I don't think it is fair to complain that you have to pay cash, but then also complain that you're not getting the care that you want from your physical therapy place that is only working with insurance. You have to choose one of these models, and then you have to be okay with that. And so if you are looking for a cash-based physical therapist, you're gonna have to just go online and start researching. The same way maybe you came across this type of video, right? You're out there, you're researching, you're looking for things, recommendations from people, all of those things. And you're gonna have to find somebody in your area, you're gonna have to call, you're gonna have to vet them, you're gonna have to do the work the same way that if you were to buy a car, you would go and you would do research. You wouldn't just walk up and be like, that one, and choose one. You'd put in some work, some research, because you are using your hard-earned money to make a purchase, and you are choosing your money to put somewhere else. And so you're gonna have to do the research. Some different things that you might want to look for is obviously you want to make sure that this is going to be one-on-one therapy, right? If you're outside the insurance network, you don't want to go into a situation where there's 2 or 3 people at a time. Some insurance-based places will have a cash rate, but that does not mean you're going to get one-on-one time with the physical therapist. And so you want to make sure that with the cash rate that you are getting one-on-one time with the physical therapist. Now, the other part to this that I think is important is ensuring and vetting these physical therapists. I personally believe that the ones that have some form of strength training background, or they incorporate strength training as part of physical therapy, is extremely, extremely important, because physical therapy and strength training are very, very, very similar. Physical therapy is just scaled down in order to allow patients who have chronic pain or injuries to be able to perform certain exercises. Myself personally, I do physical therapy style exercises as part of my exercise programming. And guess what? I do strength training and exercises as part of my physical therapy programming. They are one and the same, and it is great to have somebody who is able to incorporate both of those things when appropriate. The other thing I want to note is that while virtual is like kind of the new norm post-COVID and all that type of stuff, I would encourage you not to rely too heavily on virtual, because there is something for a physical therapist being able to do a hands-on assessment on you that I think is crucial, that is completely different than just having someone, program exercise for you as part of a weight loss program or, things like that. And so to recap here, I'm getting a little long-winded, so I'm gonna recap this for you. It is important for you to decide, do you want to be in the insurance-based model? Do you want to be in the cash model? If you want to start insurance, go ahead, start insurance. But if that stops working for you, you'd have to go to a different provider within insurance, or you have to choose to work outside insurance and get a little bit more one-on-one. And then you just have to use Google YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever platform you want to use, to start looking into that provider to see if you resonate with them, if you think you might like them. Obviously, you need to have a good relationship with them such that there's a therapeutic relationship there. A lot of different things to consider, but just know that there are options out there. Good luck.